welcome everybody to the Cartoon Deathrun. So this is the brand new map that I'm releasing for the first time right here. I know I just released a map a few days ago with Justin, but this is a map I've been working on for a while now, and it definitely took the most amount of time that any Deathrun on my channel, and just in general that I've ever made, has taken. So this video is going to be a brief overview of basically the entire Deathrun. So if you don't want anything spoiled, then like mute the video or pause the video or whatever and come back to it after you've completed the Deathrun. There isn't too much that I can really spoil about it, I guess. It's mostly just the levels and how to do each level. So obviously this is the main spawn room. You spawn in here when you first, spawn into the map. I've said spawn a lot in this just little area. So it's welcome to the Cartoon Deathrun. In this Deathrun, you will travel through different cartoon shows from different channels. And hopefully these levels trigger some really good memories. My socials are over here. My Twitch, Real Cartoonist, Twitter, Real Cartoonist, YouTube, you're already here. It's just Real Cartoonist. Definitely make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on. We are so close to 1,000 subs. Let me know down in the comments below what you want me to do for 1,000 subs. I can do like a small little giveaway, or I can maybe release some stuff like, I don't know, maybe merch. So once you're all done with that and you've basically read everything and you're ready to start the map, you just go over here, you click that button, and then you get teleported. So the first cartoon, it's Pokemon. Everybody knows what Pokemon is. So you spawn on the little platform with all the little like grass around it. You then jump onto the first Pokeball. There's a pinball hidden in there. You hit that, bounce onto that, bounce onto the second Pokeball where there is impulses. You then have to impulse through the Team Rocket logo and into the rift. Or what you can do is you can impulse from the Pokeball, land up here, and then just jump into the rift like that. And then boom, you're on to the next cartoon. So with this cartoon, it's obviously SpongeBob. You have to parkour through both SpongeBob and Squidward's house to get to Patrick's house, which is the escape. Now you have to go through SpongeBob's house first in order to hit the button to then deactivate the barrier to then move on to Squidward's house. I'll leave both SpongeBob and Squidward's house out of the video, but it is kind of easy parkour. I don't know, it's more medium difficulty parkour. But I'm not going to spoil that for you guys, so definitely check out the map. So once you parkour through both SpongeBob and Squidward's house, you then go to Patrick's house, go through the rift, and you're on to the next cartoon. So when you first spawn in, you got the look up, and as soon as you look up, if anybody has seen the show, they will know that this is Codename Kids Next Door. I tried my absolute best to replicate the treehouse that they have with the boat, the ship, or whatever. And you got number 2, number 5, and number 4. Those were the most obvious and most shown on the actual treehouse itself. So you kind of have to figure out where to go in the house, but it's kind of obvious. You just walk straight through the door. Now, once you go through the house, this is where kind of the harder part of the map begins. This entire level has one checkpoint and one checkpoint only, but you can turn on the other checkpoints if you need to. Try not to do it unless you absolutely cannot complete this level. So the first section is just some Neo jumps. Second section, it's just some pretty simple impulses and then onto the speed boost. This next little section right here is a new type of trap evading that I hope people use more and people kind of elaborate on. It kind of gives a new twist to trap evading. It makes it a little less boring, in my opinion. So once you finish that trap evading, you enter a rift and then teleports you to level 2 of this cartoon. Now this level is prone to a lot of bugs and has a possibility of completely breaking. But what I've tried to do to fix that is there's a button right here that if the driftboards are somehow stuck, you can click this button and it'll activate a barrier that sweeps across both this front room and the second room that will hopefully destroy the driftboard and respawn it here. If not, there's nothing that I can really do. I tried my absolute best to make this level as bug-free as possible. There's all these traps on the ground. To break the driftboard, it might take a little bit of time, but it should break it by the time we get back there. There's the button that activates the death barrier sweep. You then go into the third level after you enter that rift. You then just have some simple pinball jumps, super easy. You are then faced with a pinball dropper of sorts. They're not this super small pinball, so it's not that hard, but it can be pretty difficult because these pinballs one-shot you. And this is the last section on this cartoon. So if you fail here and it took you like 10 minutes or so to get to this point, you have to redo the entire thing without checkpoints, or checkpoints if you really want to do that. Now I can't really show off too much of this next cartoon because there is a lot of stuff that is not shown in the actual game, but it's shown in the pre-game, so it'll spoil a lot of stuff if I just go through the level right now. But this is the Danny Phantom level, and this is probably one of my favorite levels that I made. I got help from another creator, which is the next cartoon. So this is another part of the Danny Phantom level. You're kind of in the ghost zone, I guess. I tried my best to replicate it with some some jumps. You then can go through these green orbs, which will give you kind of like a green outline effect. They do go away when you die, but if you just run through them, then you should be good. Now, I got a ton of help on this level, mostly because I was really crunched on time and I needed some help massively. So huge shout out to YT. His YouTube will be linked down below. He made the last level, which is the Scooby Doo level. Now, a lot of the stuff in this level you have to kind of experience for yourself, but I will show off one part of this level that kind of can be confusing at times. Now, in this item spawner right here, there is cardboard boxes that you can jump into because of the new season. So the way you do this level is you just throw down the cardboard box, hide in it. There will be a bot right here that shoots at you, but it won't shoot at you if you have the cardboard box on. Now, there will be another bot where that explosive device is that also shoots at you if you do not have the box. So in testing, a lot of people saw the no boxes beyond this point sign and jumped out of the box here and just jumped it like normal. But what you can do, and what you're kind of supposed to do, is go to the very edge of this floor right here, unhide, and it launches you across if you hold W. Now, once again, there are no boxes beyond this point, so then you're faced with some Neos. They're a little easy, a little complicated, but once you do those Neos, you're then presented with the rift, and the rift teleports you to the GG room. So it says GG, congrats on beating the cartoon Deathrun. Let me know if you want a part 2 via any of my socials, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all are linked down below. Again, huge shout out to YT for making the Scooby Doo level and helping on the map in general. Now, if you want an extra challenge, you can do all of these Neos. I think when I was making them, I counted, and it was about like 60-ish Neos if you start from this point and go all the way around in a U shape. Now, of course, I have to challenge the Neo King himself, Justin Acidic Blitz. He did do a video on this Deathrun, so if you want to go see that, that will be linked down below. But yeah, that's kind of it for this Deathrun. It's kind of a shorter Deathrun, mostly because the cartoon part of it, making all of it and making the designs of all the cartoons, took a little bit of time, and like I said, I was crunched on time. So if you guys want to see part 2, like I said, let me know down in the comments section below, and also let me know if you want me to celebrate 1,000 subs by doing something. I can do a small giveaway of sorts, or like I said, I can do some merch. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the map. The map code is linked down below, as well as all my socials like I said before. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the map and do enjoy the video. If you guys did, definitely drop a like and subscribe, as well as turning on those notification bells. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.